Well, I personally think comedy is much harder than music. Considering I did both, the guys met me. I was a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned when we were out painting the town red a couple weeks back, like to me, walking into a room full of strangers and having to make them laugh is exponentially harder than memorizing a catchy song and trying to get them to sing along with you. I just because first of all, especially in New York and the East Coast, like we're all hardened by East Coast culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like they inherently want you to fuck up and to fail. So you have that going in, definitely depending on where you're performing, but for the most part, that's the culture.
Yeah.
And just the understanding of, okay, I don't know you, never met you from a can of paint. I'm gonna make you laugh. Versus here's my song. Do you like it? You either like it or not. And chances are they'll, if it's catchy enough, they'll at least head nod. But if you're not funny, they're not head nodding. They're just like, is that funny? Yeah. So,
and I'm sure you went through this too, where like a lot of it is about feeling out the room in that moment. And that's why you can't come in too rehearsed, right? Because there have been times I've gone in and even just visually looking at the audience, I'm like, oh, this is not the crowd for this joke. So let me retool my set. Or, when I think about the crowd work I'm doing and kind of like the parts I'm improvising, or even like, shit happens when you're performing, right? And you have to be able to react to it thoughtfully, whether it's like someone who thinks they need to have a full-on personal conversation with you right then, or the server breaks a glass in the middle of your set. I mean, some of my friends have experienced people having like serious like health issues in the middle of their set, and so like you have to be constantly on your toes. And it's like you said, like obviously with music, there's an element of improvisation and, like there's still a lot of parallels with that live performance, but music, it's like, okay, like I can't hit that note tonight, I'm going to come here. But if you can't find the punch, if you can't say anything funny, if you can't bring them back with you, it's going to be a long 5, 10, 15, 60 minutes, whatever it is.
Once you lose them, it's hard to get it back.
That seems like the loneliest place in the world, just being on,
Facts.